beats. So as usual, we'll chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra with Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so please repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So divine. So nice, huh? So this is the way we usually chant in the morning every day. From 4:30 to 6:30 we have an online japa group. रोज प्रभुपाद जी के साथ 2 घंटे का पूरा जपा होता है 16 राउंड का. So every day we do this. Very very nice. So please join the japa group. All right, let's begin. If I can request everybody to come a little bit forward, there's time and space. राजू बाबू आप ही जगह पे आ जाइए, मुझे अच्छा लगेगा.
Yeah. Oh.
Hare Krishna. So I request everybody to offer the prayers together as usual. So we'll all offer the prayers and then we'll begin today's discussion. Om Ajnana Tirambrandasya Jnananjala Shalakaya Chushkur Unmantena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Please repeat. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadanti Swapadantikam. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Chitanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharani Nirveshesha Shrunyavadi Pashtata Deshatarani Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langate Girim Yat Kripataham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Louder. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I would like to thank each and everybody who has gathered over here once again. Very grateful to all of you who are coming week after week, month after month. So thank you so much for giving your time, your association. It is helping all of us to progress one step towards Krishna. Thank you. Thank you so much. So as usual, before we begin, any spiritual realization from last week? Anybody has improved in their bhakti which they would like to share? Anybody has taken a step to come closer to Krishna which they would like to share?
Just got inspired by Priyanka Mataji. Our whole family started the fast for Ekadashi.
Jai. So they got inspired by Priyanka Mataji and they started fasting. Jai on Ekadashi. Kaisa our first experience?
Very good.
Very good. Was it difficult? No?
I think it was.
It was for
party.
him.
No, it was at the end of, like in the evening, it was like a party because of the stuff they have prepared for food. So
Okay.
it never felt that it was a fast. I think.
Jai. So Ekadashi fasting, devotees inspire devotees. You know the mind does 3 C's. Who remembers the 3 C's? What does the mind do? Complain, criticize and compare. So mind always complains and criticize. So a bhakt ho ya naha ho, we are going to compare. So we might as well compare with devotees and improve our life the way Sapan Prabhu and Neha Mataji learned something from Priyanka Mataji. कि उन्होंने fasting किया तो हम भी कर सकते हैं. And this is the reason when we share what we are doing, it will inspire us. You know, Usha Mataji can do it, then I can do it. You know, Chinmay Prabhu can do this, then why can't I do it? It is human. It is not inhuman to do something, right? So this is the reason when we share, we are helping others to progress towards Krishna. So thank you, Priyanka Mataji, for being an example. Thank you. And it's not difficult.
And thank you to Ajaswini Mataji for explaining everything
I think
on
you
it
had
as
to
well.
call.
Yeah,
Yes.
she spoke to me on the phone.
So एकादशी पे क्या कर सकते हो, क्या नहीं कर सकते हो, they had a good discussion. So thank you. It's not difficult.
This time Saurabh also did the Ekadashi.
Is it? Yeah, please give a round of applause to these four devotees. Very nice. Pankaj Prabhu also did Ekadashi. Very nice. Not difficult. Ekadashi can be done in 5 ways. Nirjal, Safal, Saras, Sadud and Sajal. Right? So you can have Nirjal ka matlab? Absolutely no water. And that is the easiest to do it. Trust me. The easiest fasting to do on Ekadashi is Nirjal. You switch off the whole system. But it seemed very difficult. Because we stop eating on a day before. So aaj ka dinner hua. Then we don't have one sip of water for the whole day. Till the next day when we break the fast. It may seem very difficult. But believe me or not, it is the easiest to do it. Because the system, the mind is switched off completely. Then Sajal. We have some water. Then Sa Doodh, only milk. Then Sa Ras, that means only some fruit juice. Then Sa Fal, that means some fruits. And then obviously we have Sabudana and Moria and whatever we have. That is the last option. But anything beyond that is not acceptable. So no wheat, no rice, no grain, and it is not difficult. You're helping yourself just to giving a break to your own body. And there's nothing better than that. Thank you, Neha Mataji. Anybody else would like to share?
This time 2 days continues. Yesterday was Ekadashi. Today is Shivratri.
Shivratri, yes. So today also.
Yeah, and today is
Very nice. Today also fasting. So Jai. Harnath Prabhu, would you like to share something?
We both started Ekadashi fasting as well.
Very good.
I used to do it sometimes, but right now since we started on Vaikuntha Ekadashi, I think we'll continue.
We started from Vaikuntha Ekadashi.
Yes. In South India, that's very famous, Vaikuntha Ekadashi. Our Hare Krishna temple is full on Vaikuntha Ekadashi. Paid devotees are there.
Since then, every Ekadashi we are doing. And a few weeks ago, our anniversary has fallen on Ekadashi.
Okay.
We continued the same. We didn't break it.
On Ekadashi, we usually do 2 things. One is we fast, which is giving some break to our body. And second, we want to come closer to Krishna. So we increase the number of rounds of chanting. So for example, if a devotee is doing 2 rounds of chanting, then on Ekadashi, they do another round. Then you continue with the 3 rounds of chanting till next Ekadashi. Then next Ekadashi comes, then 4 rounds. So we do on every Ekadashi to Ekadashi is a day to come closer to Krishna. So usually devotees who are not chanting 16 rounds, they increase 1 round of chanting every Ekadashi. I tell you what happened. So I was just saying this in my previous bhakti vriksha, okay, you should increase 1 round of chanting every Ekadashi. And then I didn't tell कि 16 के बाद stop हो जाना. So one Mataji, she took it so seriously that she was on 34th or 35th round every day. And then I invited a very senior brahmachari from the temple, Gopal Vindesh Prabhu. I don't know how many of you know. So Gopal Vindesh Prabhu came to give a class. He gave a class and then he talks to that Mataji. She was a bit elderly. कि Mataji आप प्रभुपाद के books पढ़ रहे हो या नहीं? She said नहीं. And Gopal Vindesh Prabhu was asking, why are you not studying? Because ओजस्वी प्रभु ने बोला है कि every एकादशी 1 राउंड बढ़ाना, मुझे दिन में टाइम ही नहीं मिलता. Because I didn't tell, I assume people will stop after 16 rounds and have a logical understanding. But that Mataji is so sweet and she's an elderly lady. So she chanted 30 to 34 rounds. But her husband, Tilak Prabhu, he chants 64 rounds every day. Every day that devotee, that Prabhu chants 64 rounds. You know Kumudvan Prabhu's parents, right? That Prabhu is 61, 62 years at that time. And from that time onwards, मैंने बोला जितने साल हो उतने minimum round करने चाहिए. And the 64 rounds is minimum. Because that after 50 years you can't muck around, right? Life can come to an end any time. So that devotee sleeps at 7:30, 8 o'clock every day. And gets up at 2 o'clock every day. 7 days a week from years together. and he chants 64 rounds every day. Not one day Prabhu has missed. Okay, anybody else? Hare Krishna Sharad Prabhu. Anybody else? Any inspirations anybody would like to share? Kya kiya kuch? Any improvement in your personal life? Anything coming closer to Krishna?
आज डबल फास्टिंग है, एक तो महाशिवरात्रि और दूसरा माताओं का दिन भी.
International Women's Day. I sent an email to a colleague of mine, Chris Holly. मैंने बोला कि high level design का क्या हो रहा है? I just sent him an email. उसका out of office reply आता है. And I said, today is International Women's Day and I am out with my favorite woman. उसका out of office reply है सर. क्या बात है यार? I'm out with my favorite woman. I'm out with the woman of my life. This is his out of office reply. तब मुझे पता चला International Women's Day. Anybody else would like to share anything before we do a very quick recap? No? Gita, who needs to do recap today? Prabhu's. Alright, then you can start. So you are the judge and you keep it calm. Alright, all Prabhu's, one quick point of recap, very quick, rapid fire round.
Last week we discussed that 1000 name of Vishnu is equals to 1 name of Rama, and 3000 names of Vishnu is equals to 1 name of Vishnu.
Jai, please give a round of applause. Very good memory. So 1 name of Krishna is equal to 1000 names of Rama. And 1000 name of Rama is equal to how many names of Vishnu? 3000. So 1 name of Krishna is equal to 3000 names of Vishnu. So if you do Vishnu Sharashanam 3000 times and just call out Krishna once, it is all same. Is this making sense? 9. Harnath Prabhu lost. Sharad Prabhu lost. Anybody else lost? No? Did everybody get this philosophy? We discussed this last time? Okay. $1 is equal to how many rupees?
50.
50 rupees. 1 euro is equal to how many rupees? 80 rupees. Abhi samajh mein aaya? Similarly, 1 name of Vishnu is equal to 1000 names of Rama. And 1000 names of Rama is equal to 1 name of Krishna.
Three Rama is equal to 1.
That's what you
Huh. So 1 Krishna is equal to 3 Rama.
You said 3. Just
Okay. So 1 Krishna is equal to 3 Rama. 1 Krishna is equal to how many Vishnus? 3000 Vishnus.
3 Rama is 2000.
Okay. So this. Thank you. Anyone? Yes. Rajiv Prabhu. And then Karthik. Very quick.
Probably
Sub ready.
the biggest profit is to remember Krishna all the time, and the biggest loss is to go away from the Krishna.
The biggest profit of a moment is to remember Krishna, and the biggest loss of a moment is to forget Krishna. क्यों? Because जीवन के बाद साथ में क्या आने वाला है? हरि नाम. What is going to come with us? Are we not sure? क्या आने वाला है अपने साथ? न घर, न गाड़ी, न बीवी, न बच्चे. क्या आने वाला है? स्वल्पा अपि अप्यस्य धर्मस्य. Only Harinam is going to come with us. So the profit of a moment is to remember Krishna, and the loss of a moment is to forget Krishna. Thank you, Raju. Sapan.
You are dependent on Krishna. You cannot do anything without Krishna, and he can take anything, anything.
Okay, so these are the 3 points which Karthik mentioned last time. So the 3 points of happiness. Everything belongs to Krishna. Everything is used for Krishna, and Krishna can take away anything at any time because everything belongs to him. Karthik.
The supreme name Krishna should not be compared with other gods.
Very good. So comparing the Lord's name is an offense. So when we are comparing Krishna to Vishnu to Ram, in one way it is an offense. So we don't have this offensive mentality, but we are just explaining the potency of the Lord of the name. We don't compare euro to dollar to rupees. Everything has its own relevance and its own value. So comparing it is an offense. So we should not compare, but we understand the value of Harinam. Is this making sense? ऐसा नहीं है क्या राम का नाम ले रहा है? नहीं विष्णु का नाम ले रहा है? नहीं. Vishnu, Ram and Krishna, everything is coming from Krishna. right? So we should not demean the other gods. Pandita Samadarshana. Thank you. Anatha, you're still lost.
No.
Huh?
I'm not last so. Because from childhood I've been told to read Vishnu Sahasranama
Yes.
every day.
Yes.
That's why I'm trying to.
And it is good. Please continue that. Don't stop it. From childhood you have been earning rupees. Have you stopped earning rupees and only focusing on dollars? Yes. The moment you came to know dollar has bigger value, we don't ignore rupees, correct? But we understand the value of dollar is higher than rupees. The value of euro is higher than dollars. So we have the right perspective. We don't ignore rupees, or we don't ignore dollars, or we don't ignore euro. So we are trying to put perspective, and this is coming from Puranas. We are not making it up. So if you're doing something, continue doing it. But Harinam, the name of Krishna, has everything in it. So that's the point. Okay.
We are not confident in our dharam, and that's why we're not confident overall as human beings.
Yes, many times we are not confident about our own personal following. And I was giving an example of Arafat, one of my colleagues. He was with beard and with a Muslim cap, and he was attending the meetings. And if we have to put a tilak and go, we'll be very hesitant. Tilak laga ke meeting mein kaise ja sakte hain? Why? Because we are not confident about our own religion. Am I right? Do we all agree?
Yeah. Same with Christians. They
Yes.
will have a cross outside their house, but we try to not put anything.
We hide.
We
Tulsi
don't
hai, अंदर लगा के जा.
We don't.
Why should we hide? This is the dog belt. हम कृष्णा के कुत्ते हैं. This is a dog belt. You have two types of dog. One is a street dog and one is a pet dog. Street dog doesn't have any belt. वो कहीं भी खाता है, कहीं भी मुंह मारेगा. But pet dog will not put his face anywhere. He knows what to eat, where to eat, because मेरा मालिक मेरे साथ है. So a devotee is a pet dog, not a street dog. That is the reason they have this. They put a tilak, right? Thank you.
So we talk for three karmas: good karma, bad karma, and akarma. Akarma, which where the Krishna will be in the center.
Yes. So we spoke about three karmas: good karma, bad karma, and akarma. Thank you. I know you were not there, but one point.
I think the 5 principles. The no meat eating.
Okay.
So basically,
Four regulative principles.
4 regulative principles. No meat eating, no alcohol, illicit sex, no illicit sex.
No gambling. So the dharma is stood on 4 pillars. What are the 4 pillars? No meat eating, no intoxication, not alcohol. No intoxication. Alcohol बंद करके tobacco शुरू हो जाएगा.
Caffeine is also.
Absolutely no alcohol. No intoxication. Any type of intoxication is an intoxication. So no intoxication. No intoxication, no gambling, no meat eating, and no illicit sex. Thank you. Yes.
For gambling, is that just monetary gambling, or if like you're just having a game with your friends and you're just betting something? Is that okay?
Anything which is एक का दो का चार का छः. If you want to make money quickly, if you want to anything which is greed wise, right? Mahatma Gandhi said there's enough for everybody's need, but not for one person's greed. Right? Thank you.
So,
All right, Sid.
say you're an IT employee and you had to work there. Is it also wrong to work in say a betting company or?
Okay, we spoke about this last time.
I worked for Tax Group for 10 years.
So we spoke about this last time. In fact, working for betting companies, we should avoid it as much as possible. And believe me or not, when you apply for betting companies, they will have a disclaimer. This is against the rules of many religion. If you don't want to apply, please refrain from applying. They themselves in the jobs, they say this very clearly. Yes, Prabhuji, बताइए.
जैसा कहते हैं कि हमारे पुराने वक्त से सुनते आ रहे हैं अपने बचपन से कि ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश ये 3 जो ऐसे मतलब देवता हैं जिन्होंने इस पूरी प्रकृति का निर्माण किया, जो इसको चला रहे हैं.
हाँ जी.
रामचंद्र जी और कृष्ण जी ये विष्णु जी का ही अवतार लिए हुए हैं. तो फिर हम जो है कृष्ण जी को और राम जी को विष्णु से आगे कैसे रख रहे हैं?
Vishnu से राम और कृष्णा नहीं आते हैं, कृष्णा से राम जी आते हैं, कृष्णा से विष्णु आते हैं। अहम सर्वस्व प्रभवो मत्य स्मृत प्रवर्ते इति मत्या भजन्ते मम गूढ़ा भाव समावितः। 10th chapter 8th verse Bhagavad Gita says, I am the source of spiritual world. I am the source of material world. Everything emanates from me alone. So from Krishna comes Vishnu. और विष्णु में भी 3 विष्णु है, महाविष्णु, कर्णदक्षा विष्णु एंड शिरोदक्षा विष्णु। जो विष्णु जो शेषनाग पे होते हैं, देखा होगा, राइट? From him, the lotus navel, from the navel of that Vishnu comes Lord Brahma. आपने देखा होगा ना? Vishnu is lying. That is Mahavishnu. And from that Mahavishnu comes Lord Brahma. And from that Brahma comes the creation. So, Vishnu is first or Krishna is first? The answer from Vishnu Paran. Answer from Vishnu Paran is everything comes from Krishna. I'll give you an example, and this example has stuck in my mind so clearly. Idli banate hai. Mataji can relate to this. When we cook idlis, what comes first? The idli ka batter pehle aata hai? या इडली का what is उसका आटे को क्या बोलते हैं? रवा, सूजी पहले आता है. What comes first? सूजी पहले आती है या उसका बैटर पहले आता है? सूजी पहले आती है. So सूजी is Krishna and the batter is Vishnu. So we see idli in the batter form, right? But we don't see behind the batter. Similarly, everything comes from Krishna.
अगर इसमें ये भी कहते हैं त्रेता युग में राम कहावे, द्वापर में नंदलाला, यानी कि रामचंद्र जी के बाद कृष्ण जी का अवतार होना बताया गया है.
Just because Treta Yuga is coming before Satyug, Treta Yuga is coming before Dwarpa, that doesn't mean that Krishna is coming secondary and Ram is coming before. Treta के पहले क्या आता है? सत्युग. तो सत्युग में कौन आया था?
विष्णु जी.
नहीं, नरसिम्हा भगवान. थैंक यू पंकज, राइट? तो फिर नरसिम्हा भगवान पहले, हम नरसिम्हा भगवान को तो बोलते ही नहीं. So the right understanding is even Lord Narasimha is Lord Krishna, Lord Ram is Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu is also Lord Krishna. Everything is emanating from Krishna. This is called Vishnu Tattva. Everything comes from Krishna. Yes.
Question is, if everything comes from Krishna,
yes,
why does Ramchandra build temples for Shiva and Rameshwaram? So there are many places like Rameshwaram and all where we have been taught that he has prayed to Lord Shiva every day and all those things, right? So just trying to understand why is that.
The question is, why did Lord Ramchandra build temples for Lord Shiva? Who would like to answer this?
Because we can't reach Krishna without Shiva.
Yes.
Just an example for everyone else.
No.
Just
प्रभु शिव की उत्पत्ति का तो कुछ पता ही नहीं है. How did he come? Is he an alien or what? तो कहीं पे भी कुछ नहीं है कि शिव कैसे?
नहीं, सब कुछ है भागवतम में. एक 4th canto 24th chapter भागवतम explains about Shiv very clearly. रुद्र गीत सब कुछ दिया हुआ है. Just because we have not read, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Sun is there. I put a 50 cents coin in front of my eyes. Sun is there. If I put 50 cents in front of my eyes, can I see the sun? Yes or no? Our intelligence is a 50 cents intelligence. Don't get me wrong. अपनी इंटेलिजेंस 50 सेंट की इंटेलिजेंस है. हम आंखों के सामने 50 सेंट लग देते हैं, दुनिया दिखने बंद हो जाती है. That doesn't mean the sun doesn't exist. Sun is millions of times more bigger than Earth. Just because my 50 cents is covering the sun, that doesn't mean that sun doesn't exist or Lord Shiva doesn't exist. That is my ignorance. That is my avidya. Right? So we should read Shastras and understand from a Shastric perspective. Coming back to your question, I love my son, and for my son, I will do anything. For my son's credit, so that people can give credit to my son, I will do things for him. Yes or no?
Yes.
Parents, yes or no? Will we do anything for our kids?
Yes.
So that our kids have been given the credit. Similarly, Krishna, when he was fighting, he told Arjun to fight. Or he said, I can kill everybody, but I want you to take the credit. Nimitta matra savya sachi. Similarly, Lord Ramchandra built temples for Lord Shiva because Shiva is a devotee of Lord Ram. Ravan, who was he worshipping? Lord Shiva. And Shiva was worshipping whom? Ram. Thank you. So Lord Ram, out of love for his devotee, parents for love for his kids, they build things for the kids. They leave empire for the kids. Similarly, Lord Ramchandra, whose devotee is Lord Shiva, he built temples so that people can worship Lord Shiva. Shiva is a topmost Vaishnava. Is a topmost Vaishnava.
No, but Shiva was helping him indirectly through Hanuman.
Shiva was helping whom?
Shiva was helping Ram.
Yes.
Through Hanuman.
Mm-hmm.
Because Hanuman is powerful.
Hanuman is? Pavan Putra.
Pavan Putra. But he's got all the powers of Shiva.
Who is Hanuman?
That's what I'm saying. Anjali got the boon from
Anjali Putra, yes. Lord Hanuman is one of the Rudras. Lord Hanuman is one of the Rudras from Lord Shiva. Right? So if Shiva is helping Hanuman, what is wrong? Will you not help your son?
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's what he's doing.
That
is. So Lord Shiva is helping Lord Hanuman to help Ram. So the whole devotee is helping Lord Krishna or Lord Ram. There's no difference. Is this making sense, devotees? So today is Mahashivratri. Please don't underestimate Lord Shiva. He's the topmost Vaishnava. Topmost Vaishnava. Alright, in the interest of time, we'll stop over here. It's exactly 7:50. We'll read Namamrita and understand today's message of Namamrita. Who would like to read? Karthik, would you like to read, Peter?
By performing all San...
Can you read from here?
Sri Namrita, the nectar of the holy name. By performing all Sankirtana Jagannath, the congregational chanting of the holy name, people will be happy economically, politically, socially, religiously, and culturally. Jagannath must be performed, for otherwise people will be entangled in sinful activities and will suffer immensely. Therefore, the Krishna consciousness movement has taken charge of introducing the chanting Hare Krishna all over the world. This Hare Krishna movement is also Jagannath, but without the difficulties involved in securing paraphernalia and qualified brahmanas. This congregational chanting can be performed anywhere and anytime. If people somehow or other assemble together and are induced to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
all the purposes of Jagannath will be fulfilled. The first purpose is that there must be sufficient rain, for without rain there cannot be any produce. Anand Bhavanti
Bhutani Yat Anna Sambhava.
All our necessities can be produced simply by rainfall. Karna Vasa Pajarha, and the earth is the original source of all necessities.
Sarva Kama Dugam. Next.
In conclusion, therefore, in this age of Kali, people all over the world should refrain from the four principles of sinful life, illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, and gambling, and in a pure state of existence should perform the simple Jagannath of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamrita. Then the earth will certainly produce all the necessities of life, and people will be happy economically, politically, socially, religiously, and culturally. Everything will be in proper order.
Jai. Prabhati. Jai. What is the message over here?
If you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then it will give you the the yagna's credit.
Correct. In the age of Satyug, people used to meditate for thousands of years. In the age of Treta Yuga, people used to do yagnas. big yagnas. In the age of Dwarpa Yuga, to attain God, they used to open big temples, temple worship. But in the age of Kali Yuga, we don't have qualified brahmanas to do yagnas. We don't have that paraphernalia to open temples. We don't have things necessarily to have meditation and yagnas and temples. The easiest way in the age of Kali to attain God in the limited time what we have is just by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We don't need to do any big yagnas. We don't need to do big havans. Simple chanting of the holy name will give us the same result what was given in Treta Yuga, Satyug and Dwarpa Yuga. And just by chanting the holy name, it says people will be economically, politically, socially, religiously and culturally happy. So this is the happiness formula. Right? This is the happiness formula. भगवान का नाम लो, भक्तों का संग करो और भक्तों की और भगवान की सेवा करो. That is all the philosophies. Who remembers the three things what our philosophy provides? You remember? Chanting the holy name, serving the devotees, and giving the holy name is what the whole thing which our Shastras gives. Nam Ruchi, Jeev Daya, and Vaishnav Seva. That is all it is. There is nothing more. But sometimes giving simple things we don't understand and we have to make it complicated. Right? Bhagwan ka naam lena is upset, easiest thing. And this is coming from Shastras. We cannot afford to perform big yagnas. Once there was this is coming from His Holiness Radha Govind Maharaj, and Amrendra Prabhu shares this in an example. Once a person was very sick and he goes to a doctor, and doctor se bolta ki mujhe tabiyat theek nahi hai, it's been 7 to 8 days, I'm very sick, please help me to fix it. And the doctor tells him to just take some limbu pani and you will be fine. And he couldn't believe it. He said, nahi, mujhe injection do. What did he say? Mujhe injection do, tabhi main theek hoonga. And doctor said, no, you don't need injections. Just take some lemon water and you will be fine. And that person denied it. And guess what? He went to another doctor, and he was suffering. And finally, when he went to the last doctor, he told the same thing. Just take some lemon water, you'll be fine. And then finally, he understood that I should have just taken lemon water. Many times in our life, when simple thing comes to us, we don't like it. We want to make things complicated. Just by chanting the holy name, everything will be fine. But we sometimes don't have faith in it. कि भगवान के नाम से सब ठीक कैसा हो सकता है? No. When we chant the holy name, as we were explaining last time also, our bad karmas which are in pipeline, our good karmas which are in a pipeline, that gets burned, that gets vanquished. So once Prabhupada was cooking for the deities, and he cut his finger. And Prabhupada immediately said, Jai. What did he say? Jai. And the devotee next to Prabhupada said, Prabhupada, your finger is cut, you're bleeding. He said, this is the power of bhakti. My hand could have cut, but Krishna is so merciful, I just cut my finger. Similarly, this is the power of bhakti. Okay? Sometimes you could have met with a dangerous accident, but you just met with a small accident. Obviously, we don't do bhakti to just clean a good karma and bad karma. We do bhakti so that we can love Krishna. That is the ultimate goal. But today's condition, we may not be to just love Krishna. My conditioning is कि मेरा immediate जो problem है रोटी कपड़ा मकान का, my immediate problem of getting a PR, my immediate problem of getting my son into a grammar school or whatever it is, you still do that and Krishna will look after you. Akama sarvo kamo ma moksha kama udaradi tivrena bhakti yojena. If you have akama, no desire, come to Krishna. If you have full karma, that means a lot of material desires, still come to Krishna. And if you have no desire, still come to Krishna. If you want moksha, still come to Krishna. Akama sarvo kamoma moksha kama udarati. Even if you want moksha, whatever you want, just come to Krishna rather than going anywhere and everywhere. That's the whole message. Right? And Krishna knows exactly what is good for us. Krishna is the controller of every situation of our life. Krishna is the maintainer of every situation of life. And Krishna sanctions everything what happens into our life. When we understand this, now for everything, there's a sanctioner, maintainer and approver. That is Krishna. So Bhagwan se kabhi koi galti nahi hoti. Krishna never makes a mistake. He doesn't allocate the karma of the neighbor to us and then we are suffering. You know, India में पुराने ज़माने में लैंडलाइन हुआ था, you know लैंडलाइन, and रात में कभी-कभी 1 बजे किसी का फोन आ जाता था, and we were very worried, ये किसका फोन आया, and you pick up the phone and we say सुरेश है, and then we say no, this is not सुरेश. ऐसा होता था ना, wrong number लग जाता था ना, तो कृष्णा से कभी wrong number नहीं लगता कि इसका कर्मा इसको दे दिया, इसका पुण्य इसको दे दिया. No, whatever we are getting today, we are getting it because of our past karma. If we are suffering, it is because of our own misdeeds. If we are enjoying, it is because of our own karma. You know, Nitai Sevani Mataji, many of you may have heard about her. She gives a beautiful example. When you go to a hotel and when you order idlis, what do you get? When you order vadas, what do you get? When you order pani puri, what do you get? Bhook lag rahi hai? Yes. So similarly, whatever we are getting today, it is our order what we are given in the past. Is it making sense? आज मुझे जो मिल रहा है, आज जो मैं सुख हो या दुख हो, जो मुझे मिल रहा है, वो मेरा खुद का ऑर्डर किया हुआ चीज है. Is this making sense, devotees? And when we understand this, we will never blame Krishna, we will never blame God, or we will never blame anybody for what is happening with us. And when we understand Krishna loves me like nobody ever has loved me. Krishna loves me so much that I don't even love my own self. We should have complete faith. When I was in my mother's womb, did my mother see me? No. Did my previous mother look after me? No, I left her. I'm in my mother's womb. Who is looking after me when I'm in my mother's womb? Krishna. My mother is not looking after me. Krishna is supplying everything. And even when I come out, every second, who is supplying the breath? Who is supplying the breath? Who is supplying the vision? Everything what we have, who is the supplier, controller and maintainer? If we don't accept it, then we think I am doing it. But when we accept कि जो मैं सांस ले रहा हूँ ना, every breath is coming from a higher cause, then we will automatically be happy with what we have. Is this making sense?
Yep.
Right? So this is very, very important to understand. Very, very important to understand. Just by chanting the holy name. Have you played, this is my favorite example, snake and ladder kabhi khela? How many have you played snake and ladder? Jai. Snake and ladder mein, we see again and again, time and again, we have 48 से 32 पे आते हैं, कभी 84 से 20 पे आते हैं. All of us are at 98 now. In the snake and ladder, where are we? And 99 में क्या है? Maya Devi. And where does Maya takes? Back to 30, 20, 15. And 100 पे क्या है? Golok Vrindavan. So 98 से हमें कितने points चाहिए? 2 points चाहिए. एक में क्या मिलेगा? Snake. और 2 पे मिलेगा Krishna. And these two, what is 2 represents? Guru and Shastra. If we follow Guru and Shastra, this is the 2. Guru and Shastra, we will go back to Krishna in this life. We don't need much more time. We don't need 1,000 years of Dwarpa Yuga. We don't need 10,000 years of Treta Yuga. We don't need 100,000 life. years of Satyug. Whatever remaining life we have, that is enough. Whatever remaining life we have, it is enough. So this is very, very clear. We cannot perform big yagnas, we cannot do big havans. We don't have that facilities. All what we need to do is chant the holy name. And the chanting can be done anytime and anywhere. Nam nam akari bahuda nija sharva shaktis tatra prita niyamate smarane na kalhena. There are no rules and no regulations for chanting the holy name. सुबह चैंट करो, ट्रेन में चैंट करो, चर्च में चैंट करो, शाम में चैंट करो, सोने के पहले चैंट करो. Chant anytime, anywhere. There is no rules, there is no restrictions. In spite of that, if we don't chant the holy name, then who is responsible? Us. We are responsible because we are ordering something, we are getting it back. So this is very, very simple. Any questions on this? I won't spend much time. Yes.
So once someone goes to Krishna, then come back or what?
No. 4th chapter 9th verse 4.9 क्या है? जन्म कर्म च वेदिव्यम एवं योगति तत्वः तव्यक्ता देहम पुनर्जन्म नैति मम इति so Arjuna. 4th chapter 9th verse. Krishna says, once who comes to me, he never comes back again to this material world. And Prabhupada gives a beautiful analogy. Once you put a hand in fire, and once your hand is burnt, will you ever put it back again? No. You know that this is fire. Now we know in this life and all the previous life, we have been suffering. Birth, death, old age and disease, Adi Daivik, Adhyatmik, Adi Bhautik. There's so many miseries in this life. So Krishna says you will not come back. Do you want to come back, Mataji?
I don't know, I leave it to Krishna.
The first book which Prabhupada wrote was called Easy Journey to Other Planets. And Prabhupada was distributing that book in Jhansi. He was distributing that book in Jhansi, door to door. Book le lo, book le lo. And one person said, "Ye kya hai?" Prabhupada said, "Easy Journey to Other Planets." And he was saying, once I go up, can I come back to Jhansi? Right? So Prabhupada said, why do you want to come here, Baba? Sab kuch upar hai. So yes, everything is there. We will not come back, Mataji. Don't worry. Any questions on this before we start Bhagavad Gita?
I just need more examples for akarma in a daily routine life.
More examples of akarma. Whatever we do, yad karosi, yad asnasi, yad juhosi, tadasi, yad tapasya se tu kaunteya, mat kuruna arpana. 9th chapter 27th was Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, whatever austerities you do it for me alone. Mad arpana. So we go to work, we should go to work. But the fruit of that, we should offer it to Krishna. If you're doing austerities, we should do austerities based on Shastras because Krishna has said that. So we do Ekadashi, we don't do Shanivar, we don't do Mangalvar, we don't do Budhvar. No. My cousin, can you just pause this for a second? Right. My cousin